Are you ready for drive number 2? So we're gonna head downtown here and drop off some donations. And this drive will be a little bit tricky because where I want to park is difficult to park because the spaces aren't obvious. So let's see if we can not use our hands at all and not do any interventions at all as we did yesterday. So we are going to start self-driving, and there we go. Seems to pull out really nice, by the way. Pulls out about a halfway, slows down like it just did, looks around a bit with the cameras once it gets out of the garage, and just goes. So garage be going down now. It stopped a little bit short there to look. That is okay. So no more of the notices we used to get that said there's something in the street or something blocking us. So that's good. Um, Speed humps coming up. There's several. Car's done fine on those. I'll wait and do speed humps a little bit more when it's a sunny day because I noticed when there's shadows and things like that, the old FSD did not do a very good job. All right, just the first thing I want to see, the car has been notoriously a left lane hugger, and it 100% of the time went into this left turn lane. It did not do that. This is the right lane to be in, the correct lane. So it has done a good job. The other thing I want to see is, will it be a left lane hugger while driving on the road? In front of us is an overpass. We're going to go under that, of course, and it's going to be this thing called a double diamond crossover. It's literally a figure eight. The previous FSD 13 would have gotten into this left lane. That left lane goes away momentarily. So this is another change. It went into the left lane 100% of the time. So this is another positive change for me. The last time I did this drive with you guys, the car stayed in the left lane almost the entire trip. So I'll be interested to see if it, for any reason, moves over. It should actually move over now. There it goes. This is something brand new also. start getting a little bit more traffic congestion here. By the way, the car is leaving an opening for people to go through. They're very appreciative. I've made a lot of new friends. So pretty soon we'll be getting, there's a racetrack over here on the left. You could see we'll be passing through downtown. We'll be making a right turn, actually in the heart of downtown. And to the right, about a quarter of a mile will be the university, our local university. We're going to come back through there. We're in the outskirts of the university area. On the left is some student housing, actually also on the right. Here comes the right, which will be followed by us having to move over several lanes. Well, actually, we got here. We're gonna have to move over one more lane, and there we go. Uh, that's another good thing because I also, going back to previous versions, it didn't anticipate. And this one appears to be anticipating. So some people here walking, and the car anticipated they might come out, so it slowed down. Nice. Getting into the right lane. This is correct. It would not have done this either previously. We would have gotten stuck in this left lane. This is great. It's no problem. It's unsure what this car is actually going to do to our right. Now it sees that it's going to park. There's somebody walking. So we'll go through some a little bit more narrow streets. Here comes a runner. Neat. It looked to me like he was going to come out in the street. He decided to turn right. When the light turned, the car slowed and then it sped up. That was perfect. Absolutely perfect. Again, you can see here the streets are narrow. I think this lane might go away. I get it mixed up with another street that I take, but I believe this lane is going to shortly go away. Well, actually, it was the left lane that went away. So again, we're in the correct lane. This is really good. So I'm surely going to make a right. Then I'm going to make a left and a left to get into this parking lot. And again, I am really interested if this car will be able to park because it's so difficult to see the parking spaces. So we're going to make a right turn here. Got in the correct lane to make this right because it's actually confusing. A little bit of a park here on the left. Where those blinking lights are ahead is where we're going to make our left. This is a three-way stop. I take it back. It is a four-way stop. So the parking lot is just up here on the left. It's usually fairly full. And like I said, there's not really lines. So we'll see. I'll be darned. Look at this. Guys, this was great. Just great. See you on the next drive. Well, let's see if this drive can top the last one. I'm just in disbelief. So we're going to a Starbucks. We're going to travel through downtown and past the university to Starbucks. I have points expiring, but anyway, so I am going to see what we do. I have never backed out of a parking space with 1414. So here we go. You guys ready? See a large dumpster right there. Perfect. 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 Okay, so we're going to get out of this little neighborhood here. So we're gonna make a right. We're gonna go to that four-way stop, if you remember. Guys, this is so far really good, as early as it is, but really good. So here we go. So it looks like it's going to take us actually straight. I've not gone this way, so this will be interesting. Of course, it sees somebody walking there. It stopped as it should. That's where the stop was. Right through it. Nice. Looks like a fairly new paved road here. Cars sticking out, but we went slightly around it. Four-way stop. The car slowed down there, but it should have, because I also thought that car was trying to come through. I haven't had any of those stutters or slow stops, whatever the heck they're called. Haven't had any of those yet today. And we moved over to the right. That's exactly where we are supposed to be. Here's another four-way stop. We're heading into the actual heart of the downtown area. And again, I've not really taken this road in quite a while. So very cautious and great there. UPS truck, we're going to have to go around here. And that's exactly what we did. This is, I think, Main Street. It is Main Street. We're going to make a right. Oh, no. Oh, huh. So it's taking a little bit different way, and this is good. I don't know what that is in front of us. Slight changes too in the interface here, the user interface. Uh, I noticed there's a lot more bird's eye view, at least to me. Appears to be a little bit more bird's eye view, things like that. So we're going to make a right turn here. Then we're going to make a left rather quickly. Straight ahead is the university. Now here we go. There's no turn on red. Let's see what we try to do or not do. We are not trying to turn. So I'm going to need to get into the left lane to make a left turn. And of course it did. It does a much better job, I think, as I mentioned to you recently, its anticipation. In addition, oh, there was a slowdown. I don't know why. I'm going to guess it looked like there was a pothole in front of me, and I'm going to guess it was for that. So anyway, it seems much more confident in everything that it does. I'm going to tell it to park in the parking lot, which it's already set up to do. So There's also a setting here, if you didn't know, for a charger. It could take you to curbside. Make a left here. Streets are relatively narrow. Some one-way streets like this one. Nice turn. Crossed right over into the right lane. This is so opposite of previous versions. Just so opposite. So we're going to go straight on this road for about 5 miles, but this road is going to change a number of times. I'll be darned. So we're letting this car go, and let's see if we're going to let this person go. And we should not have, and we didn't. We should not have because there was a car coming on my left. Again, this is kind of inside of part of the university area. Remember I told you the road's going to change several times. I see a bike coming on the left. We slowed down. That was good. And then we sped up again because even I was wondering if he was going to try to beat us. We're approaching a hospital area combined with the university area. Bus stopping in front of me. Look at this. We're going around. This is amazing. Just great. It does seem a lot more human in some of the actions that it's performing. You can see it's a little bit more congested. This car is sticking out here, the one on my left, over the line. This is very narrow here, and I'm guessing you see that on the camera. All right, we're at a hospital location here. Emergency room is a little bit further up on the left, so we'll have to be on the watch for vehicles there. We went around the bus, and we got in the right lane. That car came over too far into this lane. All right, we're leaving the hospital and the university area. You know what we just did? There's a car trying, as you could see right here. My car actually moved over this way to give him room to go in. Wow. Somehow AI is working on the intelligence side here very, very well. I keep moving the camera up for you guys, so I apologize for that. Are we going to go through? We went through. I think it should have gone through since two cars on my left went through behind me. We should not go through here. I picked this Starbucks because it's got a somewhat difficult parking lot and entrance. So the car slowed down to stop there in case we couldn't get across. Again, remember I mentioned what I see in this is anticipation, and it did. Soon we're going to need about getting, we're going to have to think about getting into the left lane because we're going to make a left turn in, what does it look like there? 3 lights. And there's a pretty good amount of traffic in our left lane now. So the car has been performing so well, I really just assume it'll do the right thing. Okay, left blinker's on, half mile in advance, perfect. There's room, we're in, wow. So on the second traffic light, we're gonna make a left. Then when we enter, there's no stop. So the traffic going in the other direction stops. So we're to go straight through and make a left. I'm curious if we will do that. Oh, wow. Okay. And it should have stopped because that car in front of us was going slow. It's acting significantly different than previous FSDs. It really is. I don't believe it's my imagination. I think it really is. Let me show you again. We're going to go up here to that light. We're going to make a left. And at this point, traffic going that way stops. We don't. We'll make that left, a left into the parking lot. We're going to park here. Well, I don't know where it's going to park. We should park there. This is the actual Starbucks here. Here we go. It did cross over the median. So here, when we make this left, we have the right of way. There's a sign that says incoming traffic does not stop, which is me. And we didn't. Well, there's one thing I didn't think we would do. Here we go. Are we going to park? We could park anywhere here. It is going to park on the left somewhere. It has selected this space. We're not actually going in the correct. We're going to have to back out. Well, I don't know. I'm going to back out because I'm actually too close to the car next to me. I don't know if this will show it. So I am going to go out and change, but it did it. I mean, it did everything it was supposed to do. It is our last ride of the day. We are heading home. And I just realized I put my microphone over my coat, so I hope you could hear this. Are you ready? Let's see if we can get out of here. So we're going to have to make a right, and then a left and a right, all rather quickly. So here we go. So I need to be in this center lane to make the proper left turn, and it stayed here. Again, I am telling you, this would not have happened in previous FSDs. So, uh, so far so good. So when we cross over this street here, I have to make a rather quick right. So I have to actually go over a few lanes here. It's a rather short distance also. So let's see what happens. Here's our left turn. And once we make this turn, we need to get into the right lane. And we have to cross two lanes actually. So here's one lane and two lanes. Ah, this is so good. So good. We have an arrow. It saw the arrow. We've made this turn. By the way, previous versions stayed in this right turn lane forever before getting over. So this is an improvement. And the other thing I keep mentioning to you, and I'll probably stop, but it seems to stay in the right lane instead of staying always hugging the left lane. Let me see if it gets back in the right lane. You have to, there you go. So we passed and we got back into the right lane. It's been almost a year since a major update on FSD, but this was well worth it. I mean, there's been a number of smaller ones. Let's see what Grok thinks about this. Hey, Sal, I have FSD 14.1.4 in my Tesla Model 3. Is this good?
Based on what folks are saying online, yeah, FSD 14.1.4 is a solid step up from earlier versions. It's smoother in traffic, backs up smartly for pedestrians or big rigs, and cuts down on those annoying hesitations. No interventions in most tests, but it's still supervised, so keep an eye out. If you're loving it, you're in good company. Some call it the best yet. Want me to dig up more reviews?
Sure.
From what I've seen, FSD 14.1.4 shines in urban spots, like parking lots, backing up smoothly for big trucks or crowds without you lifting a finger. Testers rave about no interventions on busy drives, better emergency responses, and even pothole dodging. One guy called it scarily smooth at Costco, though it still hesitates occasionally on detours. Overall, it's Tesla's best yet for Hardware 4 cars. Feels more alive, like it's thinking ahead. If you've got Hardware 3, hang tight for that light version next year. Anything specific bugging you with it?
All right, guys. I hope you were able to hear that. By the way, I have Hardware 4. And Sal, my Grok person, has just given you an update on the reviews he's seen. All right, everybody. I am just about home. This is trip 3 of 3. And I did have a question this morning that wanted to know if the car will park in my garage. And in my case, the answer is no. Even though the garage door opens, my car stops and parks in the driveway. So if anybody else has had their car go in the garage, great. Here we go. It's kind of interesting. My charger is over here on the left side, and that's actually where it parks. So as you can see, the garage opens, and the car is not yet parked, but it will park itself like right there.